Welcome back to Cruising with Carla. In today's episode, we interview Ted Forbes, the proud owner of this beautiful 1958 Pontiac Parisienne Convertible. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Okay, welcome back to Cruising with Carla. Episode, I don't know what number we're on because you got way too many
96.
cars. 96, he says. Okay, so you got to have 96 cars.
Yeah, I got another 40 years to live.
There you go. There you have it. Today, we're visiting my mentor and dear friend, Mr. Ted Forbes, and we're going to be checking out his, what is this? 50?
This is a 58 Parisienne.
Okay.
Parisienne. Pontiac Convertible. Made only in Canada.
Okay.
And one of just a very few survivors left. I'm talking about you.
I am very rare, but probably not as rare as this car. So how many of these cars were built?
Just over 700.
Wow. Overall?
Yeah.
Or in Canada?
In Canada.
Okay.
But in the States, there were Bonnevilles.
Okay, so the Canadian versions are Parisians?
Yeah, but the Americans can't say Parisienne.
Oh.
They say Parisienne.
And hence the hat. I think this is why you wanted to wear the fancy hat.
Well, I'm from Rocky Mountain House.
That's right, where the cowboy land is. So tell me a little bit about this car, Ted.
Okay.
Where did you find it, first and foremost?
I guess, a friend in Alberta who has a lot of cars. At one time, he had 500 of them. Junk cars, because he used to go down east with trucks.
Yeah.
Doing storefronts. You know, that's rebuilding storefronts and old-fashioned stores and making them modern.
Okay.
And he always come back with empty trucks, and there was a lot of cars down there, and he was a car guy. So I always bought these cars pretty cheap. They were just junk.
Junkers.
And this was one of them.
Ah. And what made you want one of these cars? Like, was there something particularly about them?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. It's 348. Got pictures of the engine, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this car has everything. It was a luxury car.
Yeah, well, and you can tell. I mean, the chrome on this thing is just amazing. There is so much bling. There's probably more bling jewelry than women probably wear. I mean, it's astonishing. I know, right? I don't have enough bling. This is why the car. Now, there's some pretty neat things about this car. I mean, let's start from back here.
Okay, this was a rusty car.
Okay.
And it was beat to death. This here quarter was pushed in here. It was all pushed in here. And I'm not a body man or anything, but you can't beat that, eh?
Oh, no, that's pretty straight. I mean, you can't even tell that any work has been done to this.
And I made the whole bottom panel from here down.
Yeah.
I had different doors, I had different fenders, I had different hood.
And these are specific to Pontiacs, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Teddy, what is under the hood?
Oh.
Show us the power.
Okay.
Why don't we see what this car is built out of, eh? Whoa. 348?
Yep.
Is that a two dual? No, it's got a three-pot.
Tri-power.
Oh my, it's a tri-power.
It's got everything.
Wow, power steering, power brakes. Okay, what on earth is this, Teddy? Is this some sort of a generator?
That's a generator.
It is.
Power steering pump combo.
Oh my God, I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
You don't see them very often. If the generator goes, you gotta work on the whole thing. That's pain in the ass, but
wow.
That's the way they did it in 58 and 59.
Okay, and we got
in Canada.
Windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
And I mean, original sticker on that. This is a beautiful air breather. Like, was this stock in those cars?
Yes.
Wow, that's gorgeous. I mean, all chromed out.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty beautiful. And, oh yeah, you even got the stickers on it too. And look at that big radiator too. Pretty decent size radiator
No,
for a 348.
The radiator's too small for
It's
these
too small
cars.
for it?
They all had a heating problem.
Oh, okay.
This one's okay, but that's because I restored everything. But
Properly.
if I was building it again, I wouldn't put a bigger radiator in there.
Put a bigger one, like a 4-core?
Well, 4-core doesn't. This is that's a 3-core.
That's a 3-core, yeah.
Okay, once you get another core, it just diminishes the airflow to the other 3 cars. So
Ah, okay.
that just doesn't work.
And is that an air cooler? Like, or is that the
That's a trans cooler.
trans cooler? Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure. And let's have a look here at the front. I mean, you'll see the beautiful, beautiful dual headlights. I love this bumper. I mean, just look how stunning that is with the stars too. And the grill.
And a 58 Pontiac looks exactly, I mean, American Bonneville looks exactly like that. But this car, these Parisiennes had a shorter nose. So, say it was this long.
Yeah.
This means this has to be wider.
Yes, yes, yes. I see what you
This
mean.
has to be
Longer.
wider.
Yeah.
This has to be narrower because the hood comes out to here.
Right. We'll close that up. We'll close it. Look at that. I mean, look at that grill. Get a good shot of that. That's a beautiful grill. 58, 59 grill. It's pretty similar, huh? I mean, the grill is just stunning. It's a beautiful grill. This one, and even the badging. Like, look at that badging. The badging is like
Not
gold.
only that, there's something worth mentioning.
Yep.
It was a recession year.
That's right.
So they had to cut back on everything.
Okay.
Well, they didn't cut back much on these cars.
No kidding. I guess
And
Canada is still rich.
in fact, they had to keep the prices down because everybody would have bought a 58 Chev.
Ah.
Yeah.
So these were even cheaper than the Chevs, the 58s.
The Pontiac?
Yeah.
Not cheaper.
Oh,
No.
okay. So because the 58 was the first year of the dual headlights, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. 58, 59.
58 Pontiacs. I'd say they were pretty popular.
Yeah.
They sold a lot of them.
Ah, okay. Okay. And then, I mean, if we're looking at these, like as you're going down through the line, I love these. What do you call these?
I call them rockets.
Yeah. I mean, it really
Everything's about flight.
flight. Yes.
See exhaust. The taillights are like, it's about NASCAR. NASA.
NASA.
Yeah.
And then these are beautiful. They're not dummies.
I'm the dummy here.
What? No, no. I mean, just. And are those special to GM products with this
Yeah.
ripple on the side here?
They're 50.
'Cause you
Let
can
me see. 56, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, and then 59 they changed.
Okay, and it's got the mirror on the inside
Yep.
and then the spotlight.
And they're made by, these are made by, the company,
Oh,
GM owns the company.
oh, really? Okay, I'm trying to
Who
remember.
made them.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name. And look at the badging on here.
Yeah, that's neat.
Tri-Power.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it is.
And look at all this chrome. And I love the color. What color is this, Ted?
DeVille blue.
DeVille blue. And this gray here
It's
looks like a gray of some
Star Mist silver.
Starless silver. Wow. That's pretty stunning. Now, one neat feature about this car that I love, and it was one of the first thing you taught me about, was this little thing over here. Tell our folks what that is.
That's what the hell's that called?
The Otronic? Otronic?
Otronic eye
Yeah.
that
What does it do?
if you go over a certain, see, there's a little button on it.
Okay. On the side of it.
Anyway, if you go over a certain speed, you set it for, like in my case, it would be 95.
You don't speed at all, do you?
If it was set at 65,
Yeah.
you set it for 65 and it beep as you go over.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. And it's funny because you taught me about that. And I remember the first swap meet I went to, one of the very first ones was Red Deer swap meet. And I saw one of those and I think I paid maybe $100 for it. The guy didn't know what the heck it was, but I sure as heck knew. And I thought, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to put it in my car.
You see, they started about 1953, looking like that.
Yeah.
There's one in that Oldsmobile.
Okay.
And when the Oldsmobile was the last year they looked like that. In fact, that one has an early one because it looks like that.
Okay.
But the later year ones were a little thing that you see in Cadillacs. Just a little rocket bullet thing, and
Yeah.
it went in the middle of the dash.
Okay. And I mean, this car's got power everything. Hey, you got
Yeah.
power windows, power seats. Okay, so now that we come to the rear, you were telling me about this
Well,
rocket
everything
era.
looks like rocket exhaust. See,
Yeah.
see this, and all the grooves. That trunk lid is only on convertibles. On hardtops,
Oh, yeah.
on hardtops, the trunk lid is shorter,
Okay.
and this car was rusted off right here.
Okay.
Oh, I made everything. The trunk lid, like the
the
back.
trunk lid? Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
pretty
want to see
unique.
it?
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's pretty neat. I didn't realize all the, now that it's outside, you can really see the grooves in there. Yeah, so
Oh,
you had
yeah.
to make this whole thing.
My wife lives in this car.
Is that where you keep her? Hey,
Here, I made this.
Oh, yes.
I made most of this.
Yeah.
It was absolutely paper thin. Want to shut this?
yeah, shut her down. Okay. Okay, so, wow, so tell me a little bit about this pictures. Like, there's that one. We'll get him to talk about that one. So, is this that car?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
And see, this is all homemade. I cut all this out, started again.
Wow.
See, I cut the car right off these. It was, I thought I couldn't do it, but I did it.
Wow, wow, wow.
Once I got started, it was.
Oh, man, look at that.
Well, okay.
Look at that. I mean, there's no bloody floor left.
The cowl, when I cut the floor out,
Yeah.
the cowl wasn't even joined to the body.
Oh, wow.
Well, there it is. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Let's see another picture. Oh, okay, this is one after it's been completed. Oh, that's another one just after. Oh, yes. Do you have any more build pictures?
There.
There.
See, the whole floor is gone. All that's holding the cowl is this.
Holy cow. Look at that right there. Is that something we can zoom in? Wow. So, I mean, that's pretty spectacular that you took a car like this and you could turn it into that.
Well, I had to. I paid $7,500 for the goddamn car.
Oh my God. What year was that?
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah. Now, is that a power antenna? I was just eyeing that.
Yeah. I had.
say?
Oh, you had to ask that.
I know,
I had
I'm
the
sorry.
original power antenna.
Okay.
Okay. On the Parisienne, the antenna goes here.
Okay.
On the Bonneville, the antenna
Oh.
goes here.
Okay.
Okay, you will look till the cows come home. I'm a cowboy
You're a
now.
cowboy now. Yeah.
To find this area. Okay, this is an aftermarket area.
Okay.
The real one, I finally found one, and I had it on the floor. Brought it from Puyallup swap meet,
Yeah.
and my neighbor came in and stepped on it and broke it in half.
Oh my God.
After being 70 years old.
Oh man.
Well, I didn't hit him because he was this big.
He was too big for you, hey? Yeah.
But
I mean,
I could, if I was doing this, again, I'd do better. I'd make a casting. I'd make it better.
Okay, tell us something a little bit about the Continental kit here before we go back. I love the exhaust. Now, did you build this into the Continental kit?
No.
Or is
I
that
knew a guy in Washington who made them because he was a Pontiac guy. Once he had the jig, he could make more.
Yeah.
And I bought them from him, and I bought a set for my Bonneville.
Okay.
Or they'd be hard to make.
Oh, I bet. And I mean, I could see that you've made these custom
Yeah,
stainless
that's
pieces
no big deal.
to just make it a little bit flashier. But yeah, I mean, you look at the whole body line. What's your most favorite thing about this car? Would you say? What's your favorite thing on this car?
Can't say. I like it all.
You like it all, yeah.
Had to make the bars on the front to a front fender.
Okay.
Now, Murray King made them in Alberta.
Okay.
They're pot metal and they either rust and fall off or see.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you had mentioned about the scoops here lighting up. Can you turn the car on so we can see how these look?
I'll just turn the lights on.
Yeah. I mean, I think those rocket symbols the chrome going all the way down the side of the car is spectacular.
They on?
Something very unique. Yeah, they're on. Now that's something that you added, right? Because it wasn't regular with the car? Or is this a
No.
Ted Forbes special?
No, it's a Ted Forbes special.
Like, how do you know how to put all these things into your cars? Where does that come from?
Well, those other guys who don't have them, they think, look at that dummy.
But it looks pretty cool at nighttime, I bet, too.
Oh, yes.
All lit up. It
Yeah,
probably looks pretty
it's
sweet.
a rocket car.
Okay, now let's look inside. I wanna point out the interior because there's two things that I really truly think is impressive in the interior. One is the carpet. Now, what is the name of this carpet?
Trinidad.
Trinidad. Maybe the cameraman here will catch this beautiful side panel on the car, and then going all the way inside. I mean, everything's just so sleek. Chromed out everywhere. Even power bucket seats. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that. And the interior and the dash. I mean, the dash is pretty unique as well.
Well,
Is that a 58 only dash?
yeah. I don't know if anybody's interested, but
Yeah.
the steering wheel column gives you very little room for your legs.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty low.
Or your legs.
My legs are skinny, so I'd probably fit under there. Hey, what do you think?
Yeah.
You gotta say yes.
Okay. With the Bonneville,
Yeah.
they're front steer, and this is rear steer. With
does
the
that mean?
Bonneville. Well,
Oh, like a front
the
front
steering
end?
box goes all the way up.
Okay.
So the steering wheel is higher, and it's the difference in the Bonneville and the Parisienne, they look the same, but there's hardly any parts interchangeable on the dash or anything.
Oh my gosh, really?
See the Kleenex dispenser?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Kleenex dispenser. I mean, your Wonderbar radio, which you
Yeah.
always tell me about. Clock. Now, what are these? Are these?
Ashtray.
Oh my gosh, what? Okay, so that's how you light your cigarette, I suppose. And then, oh, there's an ashtray.
Yeah, and there's
Wow.
there's one here, see.
Oh yeah, 2 ashtrays. And I mean, you got the up antenna, courtesy lamps, speaker, and power top. Wow, this thing had a power top.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
All my cars have power tops.
Yeah. And then obviously the gauge. Those gauges are massive too. Heater, defroster. And I mean, that steering wheel, is that a deluxe steering wheel, or was there different levels
Yeah,
for them? Okay.
yeah.
That's what I thought.
There was a Parisienne, and there was an El Cheapo.
Yeah. And of course the sex lights,
Oh,
You gotta have them in every car.
yeah.
I gotta find another set. Actually, today I had a friend from Ontario message me, and he found 3 of them. So I said, well, if you don't buy them, I will buy them. They were in Ontario somewhere.
Make sure they got glass.
Yeah, they are. They're the originals.
Wow.
Wow, I know. I was like, if you don't buy them, I will.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is a stunning car. Beautiful, beautiful car. Again, another one of your magical creations. I mean, I don't know. Did you ever sleep? How did you have time to build all these?
I never slept in my whole life.
Yeah, you built so many. I mean, gosh.
See, this car's been to Hot August Nights 4 times. There's the badge.
Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Oh, those Americans that come along. God damn. Look at that Bonneville. It's
Yeah.
not a Bonneville. It's a Canadian one. It's a Parisienne. Yeah. How come it's got a 348 in it? Well, it's because we put Chevy engines in ours.
And
then-
what would the Americans have in theirs?
370s.
Oh, okay.
And then they walk away and say, it's just a Pontiac with a Chevy engine.
And there you have it, folks. It's just
Yeah.
a Pontiac with a Chevy engine. That's a good one, eh?
Well, the Bonnevilles have heat seaming. You know what that is?
Nope.
Heat-
Nope. What is
heat
that?
press.
Okay.
The lines are sewn. But because there were so few of these made in Canada, they just hired a bunch of women with sewing machines.
And they're the ones that did the
Yeah.
interior. Okay. Was that like not a normal thing to do back then, or?
Well, it's better than setting up a whole bunch of heat seaming equipment. Probably would have cost a fortune. The American ones, there was about 3,300 of these Bonnevilles made.
Okay. Americans, or Americans.
Yeah,
3,300.
yeah, and there's only 700 of these.
Oh my God, that is pretty rare.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy low productions.
Well, we didn't have all that money.
No. Now at the back there in between the seats, is that a speaker?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was. I mean, this is quite a build, Teddy. Thank you once again, Teddy, for showing us your beautiful rides. I mean, what a treat to take this out and go for a cruise.
It's a good driving car, eh?
It is. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Awesome.
Thanks for joining us on Cruising with Carla. If you made it this far, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more of Cruising with
Carla.
Carla, she's the smart one.